Yes, everyone smile.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, friends. All right. So anyway, that's a joke. Everyone can make fun of us because we have this problem of introducing every call with something silly like that, or our live videos. So anyway, welcome to the team call. It is September 1st, which is super exciting. It is Sunday. I think I keep mixing up my days. And it's September 1st, which is just a new start, a new chance, a new month. And I'm really excited about this month. We have a lot of momentum going. We'll start with recognition here in a second, but today we're going to talk about the September calendar, what is to come, some exciting things that we're going to offer, and then I just want to do like a little tiny hot seat thing, and then that'll be it. I do have one like little personal development thing I want to do, so Laura, don't let me forget. The thing I sent you in the slide edge, I just kind of want to go over that quickly because it hit me home. It like hit home today, and I loved it. So, all right, Jessica, hi. Okay, so we're going to start with recognition. So I'm going to share my screen. You guys can see this.
You have to remember to get a photo while everybody is still on.
Okay, share screen, this one.
Like we don't have to do it right now.
Okay. Wait, oh. Can you guys see the recognition or the calendar or both?
Yes, it's beautiful. Thank you for making it.
Okay. It's showing me everything on my screen right now. It looks confusing. Okay, so shout out to Team Inspiring Heroes, spread the light. I'm super, super stoked about this. I love seeing this many faces on here. Next month, I want you guys to make it harder on me. I want you to be like, how are we going to fit all of our faces? And I'm going to figure it out. Plus, I want to get a circle of everyone who's a square. So Danielle and Shauna, I need to figure out how to get a circle of you guys. So I need to get a new picture of you so that I can make it a circle. Because it wouldn't let me because your faces were two at the top. Anyway, that's just a side note of my like OCD about, oh, there's two squares and all these circles. So anyway, shout out to
everybody noticed there were two squares.
I did. Okay, and I try to, and some of them are, it's a little out of line, but I'm going to fix it. Okay, so anyway, I am not paid to make graphics.
Oh my gosh. It's beautiful.
Thank you. I'm not paid to make graphics, but I'll do my best. So shout out to myself for hitting SC10, Brittany for hitting SC10, Laura for hitting SC10, which Laura, I thought she was at 8, and it came through at the end. I'm so happy for you, because she wanted that bobblehead, guys. She is all about that bobblehead.
I am all about the flag.
So anyway, also shout out to Danielle for hitting SC6, Rachel for SC6, Emily for SC6, Shauna for SC6. I just love those numbers. James for crushing it with SC4, and Crystal for crushing it, where she literally just signed up as a coach, and she already signed up for coaching. And she has another app out, I think, as well, and we have some really awesome things going on. And she's crushing her individual morning meltdown journey. So we all noticed you in that group, girl. So don't even think that like we didn't notice you in there. The whole team was like, "Who is this girl?" And we were like, "Yes, we need her." So shout out to all of you guys. I'm super proud of you. Laura pointed out that my math is terrible, and it is 30 people helped, which is amazing. And that's not including the people that we've set up with, $99 on demand only. This is people who you set up with a challenge pack. This isn't including people who we helped in the free group, people who we helped with just our personal post day to day. So I think that that's a big deal and something to really think about, is that's 30 people's lives. I used to say lives changed, and I think that it is down, but I also just think that it's 30 people helped, because maybe their life hasn't been changed yet, but it, you know what I mean? So I just want to make sure that you understand that like these are people's lives that you are touching, and us as a team, we've helped 30 plus people this month, and that's a huge deal, and I'm super, super stoked about it. So I only see it going up from there. I'm very excited about the momentum of this group and of this team. So shout out to all of you, and I'm super proud of you. And we're going to make September even better, okay? So now I'm going to go over, Laura, did you have anything else shout out us?
No. I had asked Rachel if she would share with the team how she's successfully hitting Success Club consecutively. Don't say that 3 times fast. She can't be on the team call tonight because she has an evening show, but she's going to go live in the team page tomorrow to talk about that.
Cool. And she got off the list, so she's going to Punta Cana.
Right?
Yeah. So guys, just so you know, Crystal, I'll send you a link because literally this could still happen. It's basically every year that the company gives away a trip, and it's an earned trip by hitting Success Club. So everyone should be on the list to at least opt in. And Laura, if I'm talking, or Emily, actually Emily, could you find that link while I'm talking? The link to get on the opt-in list, and you can put it in here so that Crystal can get on it and anybody else who's maybe not on it. You basically just opt in to be on the list. And then from there, you just hit Success Club every month, and you get off the list if you're on it by hitting Success Club. So you could still do it by the end of the year because you never know. So I would just put your name on it no matter what, because I've gone on three 3 free trips, and they're amazing. I love them. So, and this year's Punta Cana in March. So it's pretty cool. So anyway, yes, that's amazing. I'm super stoked about that. And now I'm going to share with you guys actually, before we go on to the calendar, because it's a little overwhelming for my mind at the moment. Whew, deep breath. Okay, so we do have a Diamond Push group going on, which several of you are a part of, and we're going to have another one that will be starting on October 10th. So we'll be putting a lot of leadership and activities that are going to get people like to Diamond in that group. So the team page is going to be a lot more about like inspiration, holding each other accountable, random tips and tricks and things like that. Because I don't want to overwhelm people who are maybe just beginning in the team page, right? So if you're shooting for Diamond, which is a huge goal that many of you are going to get, that is where we'll be doing a lot more of that training. So just so you know, the team page will be a little different lately. I'll be sharing a lot of training, don't worry, but it's going to be more geared toward like beginning things and stuff too. So I want to make sure we're always talking about that. Yes, Emily put the site in there. Crystal, if you want to copy and paste it, or we'll make sure we put it in the team page again too, so people have it. It's super simple.
And actually, everybody, sorry to say to Carrot, story of my life, hashtag timed nutrition. Everybody go click that link and sign up to opt in. I don't care if you've never hit Success Club in your life, just go hit it. There's no obligation, nothing. It just lets you, if you were to earn the trip, it puts you on there. If all of a sudden your business explodes, you're on there. If you don't click that link, you cannot earn the trip. So just go click the link.
Yeah, it's super simple and it's so worth it. And you guys could all, if you guys all hit Success Club between now and the end of the year, you could all get off the list. So I really do believe that, because there's a lot of people who don't hit Success Club, and you have to hit Success Club to be on the list. So, okay, cool. So we're going to go on to the team calendar.
Do we want to take a picture real quick while we're all on here and smiling and happy and I'm remembering?
Sure. Danielle, come back on, but don't die if you're driving.
Yeah, and James, don't die if you're driving.
James is driving too. Okay, gosh. Okay. All right, Danielle, get the light.
Multitasker.
There we go. Danielle, don't die. Okay, ready? Everyone smile. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's do one more in case someone blinked.
Okay.
You ready?
Crash. Oh my God,
ready?
Me
1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're gonna move on.
Better be open.
And don't get off the call just because we took the picture. It's gonna be short, I promise. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen again, and I just made this calendar, so I have a feeling there's 1,000 typos, and I might change some things, but I wanted to get it at least in your all's minds before I post it in the team page. Okay, so can you see the calendar? Thumbs up, heads up, thumbs up. Okay, cool. All right, so team calendar. Guys, we have a lot going on in September, just so you know. And I'm real excited about it. The first thing I want to say is Team Comp every Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be every Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There will always be a recording, but hop on live, because the more people are on live, the more we can do live. It's really fun that way. Okay. September 3rd, Pumpkin Spice Shakeology releases. I have a feeling it won't sell out in day one. I'm just guessing. I think it'll be day 1 or 2. I really think it will sell out though, because last year it sold out in 2 hours. They said that this year it is going to, or I think it was like 2 to 3 hours. They said that this year they do have a lot more, but it is open to Canada this time as well, which last year I don't think it was when it first came out. So just keep in mind that there's a lot, but it probably will sell out. So if you have anyone who's interested, if you want to do a post between now and then, don't forget, you should probably be talking about it on your stories today, tomorrow, and Tuesday, right? Why not? I have like 3 people only right now, besides coaches. So I have like 3 customers who are saying they want it, but guys, that's a big boost in volume, because I asked them, okay, great, how many boxes do you want? And all 3 of them want 2. That's a big boost in volume, and you get commission from that. And Pumpkin Spice Shakeology is actually really good. I like it a lot. And it's limited time, so it's only these, it'll probably be a week at most. I feel like that it'll be available. And we always sell out. And it's the second year. It is a vegan formula, Pumpkin Spice Shakeology, so it is vegan. And it's really good. It's 14 packets in a box. And coaches get a pretty hefty discount. I think it's around $50. And the customers around $74. But it's 14 packets, super good. And then don't forget, we have peppermint mocha coming out. Oh my God, I'm so excited. That's more my thing. I love peppermint mocha. So that's coming out in, I think, November 1st or 30th or one of those things, but don't worry about that right now, but it is coming out. We'll have more on that later. But pumpkin spice, guys, get excited, talk about it. I've shared some of what I'm doing. I can share with you the things that I've been sharing in my stories if you want to share it, or just be like, anybody else like pumpkin spice, yes or no? And then ask them if they'd be interested, right? Super simple. So that does release on the 3rd, but if you're not talking about it between now and then, don't even worry about it because it'll definitely go away within like the next couple of days. So if you want to talk about it between now and then, definitely do, okay? Every Thursday, see, I already have like Tracker doing this random one over here that doesn't even have a date because that was the first last month. See, got to change this. So anyway, Tracker due and payday is every Thursday. So every Thursday you get paid for the week prior. So that's kind of how that works. You'll get paid. It takes a little bit of time. But if you've set up your EFT, you get paid on that day, which is super exciting. Even if it's $1, that's amazing. It would never be $1, but that's pretty awesome. And your tracker is due. So if you are someone who is just starting, don't worry. You can print out your tracker at any time. It is your Business Activity Success Club tracker. Super simple. Looks like this. I have it spiral bound. I literally fill it out every single day, and I have for the past months. And it just keeps me on task. So that's when your trackers do. You don't have to do it. It's your business. I won't tell you you have to do it, but I will tell you if you tell me that your business isn't going anywhere and you're like, what do I do now? I'm like, are you using the tracker? Because that literally is something that Beachbody's put together to help you succeed. And it's great. You can start it now. You can start it on Thursday if you want to start your day one. But it's basically everything you need to do in a day, like your stories, your social media posts, your workout, your personal journey, responding to new likes, finding new people, inviting, following up, contributing to the challenge group, personal development, all of that stuff. You just check the boxes. And if you're like me, you like to check a box and you feel good about yourself. Okay? So those are due every Thursday. And again, that's just in the team page. You just comment below in the thread, and I just keep track of kind of like what you're doing. And it's a way we can easily go back each week and see kind of how you've done or what you've done. Okay. The next thing is September 9th. We have a lot going on, guys. September 9th, we have 2 different groups starting. Okay. So Brittany is going to be running a 21-day challenge, a fitness challenge on Facebook that's going to be the color theme. I'm not sure if we're going to do fall colors. Her and I haven't completely figured out exactly what that will be yet, or if we're just going to use the normal color one. But basically every day is a color, and you try to coordinate your workout gear or your picture, and it's just fun. It's a 21-day fitness challenge. They can do 21-day fix. They can do whatever program they want to do, but it's something to invite to, right? Getting people into that 21-day group where we're just going to crush out, 21 days and see results. And then they can be in Healthy Heroes, or if they're in Morning Meltdown, whatever, right? And then Laura is going to be running, I'm going to be helping Brittany run that and helping Laura run this one, so I'll be in both. But Laura is running the Hogwarts Harry Potter challenge. So it's going to be a Harry Potter themed challenge group. We've done them every year. We've done them multiple times. They're always our most popular group. They're a lot of fun. Laura's going to bring in some new stuff and just make it really awesome. And it's just fun. It gives it that spice of something different, right? Like, yes, we're working out. Yes, we're trying to be healthy, but now it's fun and it's something to talk about. So you can easily promote that one if you're someone who likes Harry Potter. Emily just did a really good post. I loved the Don't Worry, I have a Muggle group too. I thought that was really great. But basically you can do polls. You can say anybody a Harry Potter fan. I did one yesterday that was a picture of me with a Harry Potter shirt, and it was, what house are you? And I did that as like an ABCD thing on Instagram stories, if you guys didn't see that. And I had 37 people comment which house they were in because they just clicked which house they were in, right? Now, I think I only invited 16 of them because the rest of them were people who were either coaches or people that I've already talked to. But that was a lot of people. There were 16 people that I'd never invited before that I invited yesterday to the Harry Potter group because they told me what house they were in. So obviously they're interested in Harry Potter. So there's different things you can do. Just be crafty with it. Have fun with it. That's the whole point of what we do is, running these groups is just fun. So we are specifically running the 2 groups at the same time because we know that not everyone is a Harry Potter fan, right? And that's okay. We don't want people to not have a group to be in because there's always a group to be in. So we do have those 2 groups starting at the same time. They're both going to be 3-week groups. They'll probably be up and ready, I would say, around Friday, Laura. That's probably usually our goal, and Brittany as well. We'll have them up Friday so people can get in, and during the weekend we'll talk more about like what to expect. Here's what's going on. Here's some tips. And then Monday we'll start the 21-day challenge. As a coach, you don't have to be in every single group, just so you know. But if you are putting someone in the Harry Potter group or the other group, you should be in that. So if you're putting people in both, you can post the same thing in each one, but you should be a part of those groups, okay? Don't need to be overwhelmed. If you don't want to be in both, that's fine. But if you are placing someone who is your client, your person that you're signing up, you should be in that group, right? But I never want people to feel overwhelmed. Like, I don't find it hard to be in all of these things. I just have a little list on my thing. And I say, okay, I need to check into my challenge groups. These are the ones I know I need to check in. I make sure I comment on my person's stuff and other people's stuff, and I check in, and that's it, right? So don't be overwhelmed, because it does seem like a lot at first, but we don't usually have this many things going on at once. But because we still have the Morning Meltdown group going on, that is always going to be going on until the end of the year. So if you have someone that signs up that's doing Morning Meltdown, they can go into any of those groups, right? Specifically, I would say put them in Morning Meltdown, but if they're Harry Potter fans, why not put them in Harry Potter first? Then you can move them to Morning Meltdown, if that makes sense, okay? Or if they're, they want to start with the 21-day challenge and then Morning Meltdown, whatever. But those are the things that are going on. We always want you to have options, but you don't have to take advantage of all of the options, obviously, but many of us do, and that's just something always to be talking about and be excited about, because there's a lot to be excited about on this team right now, okay? So those are the two groups. Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to add that the power of the challenge group is a real thing. And so you guys, I think everybody who's on the call is doing Morning Meltdown right now. But you look, and so Beth Shup George, who is in the Morning Meltdown group, she started her journey with us last year during the Harry Potter group. That was the thing that finally reeled her in for me, was the Harry Potter group. She started in October, and now she's lost 115 pounds? 117 pounds. So it all started, it started with me sharing my journey, but then it started with, I invited her, and finally I had a nerdy enough group that she was like, okay, I'm going to do the Harry Potter group. And now look, a year later, and 117 pounds. So there's power in the challenge group.
Yeah, and that's why we always offer these groups. And these groups are just a community, right? Don't forget, that's the whole point of them. So if you're ever just like, oh, I have to track, oh, I have to put my picture in there, the whole point of that is, how many times have you seen someone post, wasn't going to work out today until I saw everyone else posting? That's really what it is. And there's so many people who are just like, I wasn't feeling inspired, or I haven't commented in 3 weeks, but I've been watching everyone else comment and post, and it's been inspiring to me, okay? So just know that you are probably adding a ton of value by just checking into that group. It doesn't have to be anything else, right? Just check in and be on your own journey, and that's amazing, and that's what those groups are. Now, a lot of them have challenges and things, and if there's a challenge, I urge you to participate so that other people see you participating, if there's a water challenge or something like that, okay? So I agree with Laura, the challenge groups are extremely powerful, and that's our bread and butter. I don't think that I love the business. I really do. I could talk about the business forever. But I'm very passionate about challenge groups, and that's what I love doing, and helping people with these groups, okay? So, yes, so those two start on the 9th. Okay, now there's the Zoom happy hours all messed up there too. I'm going to change this calendar, guys. I'm going to make it look better. Don't worry. So we have two different sneak peeks again this month, okay? So sneak peek info session, whatever you want to call it. We've changed it to info session this month just to kind of change it up. But we are going to do two. Laura and I have not fully talked about this, but the first one is going to be on the 15th of September at 8 p.m. It'll be a Zoom one like we've done before. It'll be fun. We might have some different people speak. I might design it differently. I might actually ask different people to speak on each different misconception, and we'll do it fast. It'll be here's the list of who's talking. We're going to go through these really fast, but I want you to hear from different people on the team, right? We're going to try to do some more differences with those, and obviously we'll record that. And then the second one will be on September 30th, and I think we might get the Zoom webinar thing for a month and try it out. It's $40, so Laura and I will talk about it. We'll kind of see if we want to do it or not. This isn't official yet, but it's something that I kind of want to try. Basically what will happen is we'll jump on Zoom, and it'll be whoever's hosting it. So if it's Laura and I, or Laura, myself, and two other people or whatever, we will actually then stream that to the Facebook group. So the Facebook sneak peek group will actually it'll look like a live Facebook video that you guys can comment on like we did last time, but we will be live on Zoom. So it'll be 2 faces or 4 faces, but it'll be live on Zoom too. It's pretty cool. It's a random feature that Zoom has, but it is a little bit more pricey. So we're going to look into it to see if we want to do it. If we get it for 1 month, then we can do one, and then we can do another one and then cancel it, and then maybe add it again another time or something. So we're going to talk about it and see. But there will be a sneak peek info session that day, no matter what. We're just not sure of the format, okay? So these sneak peeks, just so you guys know, if you want to build a business and you want to make more money, you have to get more coaches to make more money, right? To build the business. So it does take time, believe me, but that's why we run these every 2 weeks. We have a lot of people who are in a push to diamond right now, and you will not get to diamond without other people working with you, right? You can't do it yourself. I've done it. It's hard. It doesn't really work. It ends up crumbling and falling. You want people working with you, okay? I built Rob to diamond twice. He's not a diamond right now, right? I'm building him back right now. It just, you want to have people who are actually wanting to work the business. And it's not work in a negative way, right? Like, we love this. We love the business. We love building it. We love helping more people. Like, my shout outs for you guys, like helping 30 people, that's because we've recruited more coaches that are helping more people, and that's amazing. So that's the whole point of this. So inviting to these sneak peeks, there's always something that's really, 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 really important if you want to build a business, okay? We are going to do a 5-day. Again, this isn't even definite yet. Laura and I haven't really figured out what we want to do. If you guys have any ideas, please let me know. I didn't want it to be Beachbody related at all. I wanted to just be a free group. So right now I put a free 5-day positive mindset group, and I want it to be something around like just living a better, more positive life that doesn't really have to do with health and fitness, right? It can just be maybe more like we'll focus on mindset, stuff like that. So I haven't figured out exactly what that will be, but that will be our free group this month. So if you are talking to someone that says, I don't have the money, when it gets closer to the free group, you send all of those people that had the money objection an invite to the free group, and then you get them in there. They fall in love with the community. They get something out of it. And then from there, maybe they want to join another group, or maybe they don't. Maybe they do all of your free groups for a full year, and then they finally join you. That's been my experience. It happens, right? But we want to offer value to people no matter what, because that's what we do. I'm going to sneeze. Maybe not. My allergies have been so bad this weekend. Okay, I think I'm okay. So anyway, that'll be the free 5-day group, and that will be the 16th through the 20th, and that's going to be fun. More details to come, but just remember that. That's why we do these free groups. It's for the people who have the money objections, as well as just you posting, hey, I have this free group coming up. If anybody wants in, just drop your info below or drop an emoji below, and then you can get them into the free group. That way you feel less salesy all the time, right? Like, you kind of are like, oh, well, I always am offering a free group too, so it's not like you're just out for money, okay? We're out to help people no matter what. That's our goal, okay? So that's happening. See, it says 3-day. I need to change this. Facebook webinar, Super Weekend. Many of you have already committed to going to the Pittsburgh Super Weekend, which I'm so excited about. It's with Jericho again. But if you are not going to that one or you're going to a different one, it does not matter where you go. But November 1st through 3rd is what is called Super Weekend. Every quarter, they have Super Weekend. They're all over the place. There's probably one that's closer to you than maybe the one I'm talking about or whatever, but you should look, and as we get closer, I'll keep talking about it because Super Weekend is so important. They're an amazing event. If you saw many of us in Philly recently, or when we were at Summit, that was the bigger, larger event, but we get together as a community and we learn, we do a workout together, we get some inspiration, it's fun. I will be in Pittsburgh, so if anybody wants to go to Pittsburgh, that will be the one that I'm at on Saturday, November 2nd. Jericho is there. She texted me and told me she was going there, so I was like, of course I'm going to go. I don't know if I'll be with her or anything, but it's just nice to always be in that environment because she's a rock star. So I'm really excited about that one, but I know there's one in DC. There's probably another one in New York. I haven't found details on a lot of them yet because they never know exactly what they're doing too far in advance. So we'll talk more about that, but you should start planning that that's something you should go to because they're amazing. And 6 weeks of the work, VIP release November 30th or September 30th. There's no other info. I have tried to find it. It said more info to come in September. So I will tell you guys more as I know it. It is the explicit program that is, there's going to be like a lot of cursing and stuff, but then there's also a clean version. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be hard. There's no modifier. It's supposed to be hard. Like, that's the point of it. It's a different demographic than most of our programs. And it's supposed to be really hard. I can't even tell you how to pronounce the guy's name. I love him. He's great, actually. And he's been like all over like Jericho's stories and stuff. And I've been seeing him a lot, but Amolia, I think, something like that. He's like an NBA trainer. He's intense. If you haven't seen the video, it's so crazy. I definitely want to try it. I actually might like double up some of my rest days on MM100 and try some of the work, but that's a VIP release. And it doesn't even release until the spring. So this is another one of those like VIP early access things, but it's something we can talk about. As we have more info, I will share it with you guys. but it's going to be an intense program. So if you know people who are like, I'm intense, I'm CrossFit, I'm this, I'm that, great. You want to try this? I almost want it to be like a dare to people. Like, you think that you won't get anything out of these workouts? Try this. You know what I mean? So it could even be like hey, this is a brand new workout. We want to get some people to try it to get feedback because I'm doing another program right now. We could always do stuff like that too, like kind of see what we want to do. So that is releasing, and that's going to be insane, but I'm super excited about it. Okay, so that is the calendar, and I see so many mistakes, so I'm going to make sure I fix those. And then I will post that in the team page, okay? So I know that that's been very helpful for people to know what is coming and what is, like, you know, the next thing we're going to talk about. It's an all day or night. Okay, Laura's already talked about it a little bit. Okay, so Pittsburgh Friday night. Yes, so Shauna's did the Friday night and the Saturday, which is super exciting. I don't think I'm going to get in time to do the Friday, so I'm doing Saturday. But Super Weekend's going to be amazing. I'm super stoked. If you can go to Pittsburgh, I would love for you to be there with me. Everyone, anybody. Or if you can go to DC, I think that's where Laura's going to go, but she's going to get more details on that soon once she knows, because they haven't announced anything yet. So, okay. Laura, do you want to say anything?
There's a chance I'll end up in Pittsburgh, but I don't know yet. We'll see.
Well, Laura, if you end up in Pittsburgh, you can sleep with me.
Yes. The best story of us sleeping together is when we were in Tulsa for like a retreat thing, and we stayed in like 4 different hotels. Like, we were there for a whole week. Like, we kept moving around, and at the retreat, it was an Airbnb, and we ended up sleeping on a pull-out couch that was less than comfortable. But we had been like traveling together for like a week, and I woke up one morning and Brian is totally spooning me, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I miss my husband," and I'm like, "Okay." What happens when we travel together for a long time?
Laura and I have met each other in hotels all across the country. We don't even. She asked me for a picture the other day, and she goes, "I think it was from a hotel. I don't know which one. Where were we?" And I was like, "I don't know." That's one of the perks of this. We love traveling, and we travel well together. We're transitioning. Okay, so I want to read something. If you were in the Diamond Push group, I've asked you guys to read The Slight Edge, and I love this book. Like, Shauna, we'll talk more about that for sure, and with Brittany, because we're going to try to figure out like lodging and everything to figure that out with people. So The Slight Edge is something I had never read. Rob Pearson talked about it on the National Wake Up Call. I was like, wow, maybe we'll try that at some point. And then I was like, you know what? We're doing a 6-week push for Diamond. Why don't we read it? And the only thing I want to talk about, it's going to be real quick, is that he talks about in the very first chapter the fact that we go from failure to survival to success, right? So it's like this wave. And it just really hit me because many people go between that failure and survival back and forth, right? It's like this wave. So think about it in like health and fitness. Like, we always talk about like yo-yo dieting, right? How many of us have gained and lost weight, right? It's just, I mean, it's kind of life. Or how many of us have tried like a quick fix that, you know, as soon as you get off of whatever that quick fix is, you're going to gain the weight right back. So that's that sliding thing, right? Like, you're failing, which is you've realized you need to lose weight or you're overweight or whatever. So you start to go this way, right? You know what you're doing, and you get to survival, right? And then you're like, oh, well, I know what I'm doing now. And then you start to like back off. Maybe you're not taking, the supplements anymore or whatever. And then you go back down to fail, which failure is a loose word. And then you go back up once you realize you need to again. Instead of getting to success, you're staying between survival and failure. And I thought about it in our business too. A lot of times, and I talk about this a lot with letting your foot off the gas, right? And we talk about being consistent. You guys hear me say that word all the time. You're like, Brian, shut up with the word consistent, right? But this hit me because it was like, it makes a lot of sense. You are at this point where you're like, wow, my business is, it's been this and nothing's happening, right? So I'm going to work really hard. And then all of a sudden you hit SC6 and you're at that survival and you're like, wow, I crushed it. And then guess what? It was your birthday or you were traveling or whatever happened, and you dipped back down and maybe you didn't get there, right? And then the next month you're like, I'm going to push again. And then you pushed and you got back up to survival, 6 again, or whatever the number is. Then you go back down, right? We do this instead of saying, wow, what got me to survival, if I just keep doing that, I'll eventually get to success. Once I stop doing it, I know what's going to happen, right? So I just thought that really hit me because that is something that is our weight loss journey, our healthy journey, our relationships, our life, right? And I was like, wow, that really makes a lot of sense. Like, I do talk a lot about the escalator mindset, right? Or the letting your foot off the gas. But this really made sense for me because we know what we're doing, right? We know what to do. You know, this thing right here, this tracker. We know if we don't invite, we're not going to build a business. We know if we're not posting on social media, we're not going to attract anyone. We know what to do, right? We know if we eat all of the carbs in the world, we're not going to feel good and we're probably not going to lose any weight, right? We know these things, yet we still let ourselves do it because I think we get comfortable, right? We get to that point where it's like, oh, I did well. And then it starts to go back down until you feel bad again or something triggers you to start pushing again. And it's like, why do we do this? And I've done it. Oh my God. I have done it in my business. I've done it in my healthy journey. I've done it in my relationship. I've done it in a lot of different ways. But I just thought that that's something that maybe we can now like just be cognizant of. In this book, I'm only on chapter 1. We're reading chapter 1 through 3 in the Diamond Group this week. And I love this book. If you don't have it and you want to start reading something, Slight Edge, it's great. It's super easy read. I love personal development. This is, I think, more professional personal development, which I'm really excited about. But I just thought that that was something that really hit me today. And I don't know if you guys, if that registers with you at all, but I just thought that that was something to really think about is if we just keep doing what we know we're supposed to do, it will lead us to success, right? And we know that this is not a quick fix. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is not a quick fix to lose weight. This is something that we build a lifestyle on, which is why you get Beachbody On Demand for an entire year, which is why you get our year-long challenge group, which is why you get our team. This is a journey. This is something that we will always be doing. Maybe we fluctuate a little bit, yeah, but we always know what to do. And if we keep going, we're going to get to success. And that specifically in your business as well, I guarantee you do this every day, every week, for a year, you will see huge results. I am a testament to that. I have not built fast. I built a diamond really fast. Yay me. Then what? Nothing, right? I built a diamond in 30 days and then it was like, now what? Because I had no other builders, right? I didn't have anything and I wasn't leading. I wasn't, doing any of that. I built fast, but nothing happened. I have hit, this is not like, I'm not tooting my own horn, but I will say that consistency is something I'm very good at least in the business. I have been hitting Success Club every month since I began my journey. I've never missed. It has been 44 months now, I think. And that is why my business is starting. I looked at my volume the other day because I was like, oh, I don't think I'm going to have enough volume to get to the goal. Because I'm really pushing to be a 5-star elite team by the end of this year, guys. And that makes me want to throw up. It's a really, really, really big goal. But I didn't think I was even going to have enough volume. And I looked this morning, I was like, wow, our team's volume has gone up so much. That's not me, that's you guys. But that's also being consistent and bringing on new people all the time, right? And that just kind of hit me as well as I was like, if I just keep going, I won't give up. I bleed blue. I love this company so much. I love how I feel. I love the trips. I love the people. I love the community. But I've had moments where I wanted to quit. I'm being honest with you guys. I've had those moments. I've had moments where I'm like, you know what? I'm doing all the right things and nothing is happening. But I kept going and I will keep going. And I urge you guys just to remember that when you're struggling or when you're having a bad day. This is your healthy journey. This is your business. It's not always going to be easy, but just keep going. Do the minimum that you need to do, right? Maybe you have a maximum that you want to get done. You're like, yeah, I'm going to crush this day. And then you at least do the minimum, right? Don't not do the minimum. And whatever that is to you, it's different for every single person. Just do the minimum because we know we're going to get to survival, but then we can go right back down to failure or we can keep going to success. So I really thought that was something that really hit me in this book. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. So that was a long time because I talk a lot, obviously, about the schedule and everything. I did want to, I'm not going to do like a full hot seat, but I do want to take 5 minutes and that's it. And I wanted to ask you guys, anybody can hop on or I can call on someone. I would like to know, but you're going to need to pull up your convos. Okay. So I want to know something that someone has said recently that, in a message. So someone was like, not right now. Why? So if anybody wants to volunteer, I would love to kind of chat and I would like to go through it with you because personally, one that I had was, someone said, I can't do it right now because I have to talk to my partner. And I said, okay, great. Well, when are you going to talk to your partner? Right. And I want to talk to you guys through kind of how I go through these objections and these people. So anybody? Emily. Okay, cool. Laura, can you unmute Emily?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I don't know if I can. Okay, you're unmuted.
Yeah, I'm good. Okay. So this is a friend of mine from like forever ago, and now he lives far away. And we've chatted a few times now and then. It's just never the right time. So I reached out to him again, and he is going through a divorce with his wife, first of all, which I know is a huge deal. And he said, I'm going to be honest with this divorce. I'm swamped and trying to find a new job. I'm going to put this on hold for right now, but would love to revisit in the new year. Thanks, Emily. So then my initial response was, that's got to be so stressful. I definitely understand that timing is everything. And then I asked him like what types of jobs he was looking for and stuff. And that's where we're at right now in the conversation.
Can you read his response again?
So like he watched the Morning Meltdown 100 video, and he said, I've been working like crazy and haven't taken a break, and had a chance to look at it, but tell me I'll look at it right now. How much is it? And then I broke it down because we've been talking for a while. I broke it down, told him how much it was. And then he said, that's awesome. I'm going to be honest with this divorce. I'm swamped and trying to find a new job. I'm going to put this on hold for right now, but would love to revisit in the new year. Thanks, Emily.
Okay. Had you already gotten, like, what was his original, like, wanting to even do this, like, his goal?
Oh, it was, well, I had reached out, oh gosh, it was like forever ago.
Or like, is he mainly about like the workout programs, trying to lose weight?
Yeah. He's an actor. So he just is always trying to like stay fit and like feel good about himself. And with like, he has a brand new baby daughter who's like almost a year now. And he'd been watching my stories. So I just reached out. I was like, hey, thanks for all of my stories. I know I've reached out before. Would you want to take a look at this? And he's like, yeah, tell me more. So I told him about it, sent him the video, and that was as far as we got. We didn't get a chance to go into his goals or anything like that because he just jumped right to.
You did talk about money?
Yes.
Okay, so I feel like that's his objection.
I think so too.
So my advice would be, did you mention promo codes?
Yes. I told him it was on sale. Like I said, I had a promo code until yesterday.
Yeah, I would also see if he would be interested in, trying out the 14-day free trial. Like I don't usually get that ever, but just be like, hey, I know that like, you were really interested, but then you like kind of were like, I'm not sure. I would ask if he would be interested in trying the 14-day free trial to see if it's something that he would like, because you keep thinking about him because of, being an actor, being busy, having a daughter, being able to do it at home. Like it would just be really great. So you can offer him a 14-day free trial to see if he likes it. And then also, or the fact that we do have like a free mindset group coming up might be really good for him too.
Yeah.
I never stop following up with people, especially when they say things like the new year. I'm always like, great, no worries. I still check in pretty much every month.
Oh yeah.
When something new is coming up, or especially like a free group. Shauna says, try getting him to do the sample every other day or every 2 days and start with water intake. Yeah, I really like that too. I like the idea of like coaching without them actually joining like the full group.
Yeah. Love that.
I don't technically, some coaches will do this. And if you have like your own healthy community, you can, but like personally, I don't usually like to put anyone into Healthy Heroes or anything like that unless they are purchasing something. But when we do run our free groups, like they could always be in the free community. So they could always jump into that too. But I like that idea. See if he wants to try the sample workout, or you could even suggest like, hey, I know that maybe right now wasn't a good time. I'm not sure if it was money or something else, but if you wanted to do this, and maybe lay out like a week plan for him too, and just show that value. Like that's a great idea, Shauna, but also kind of just like laying out like, here's what I can help you with, even though it's free. Like, why don't you do this, and this, and then try to hit your watermark every day and, maybe not eat 2 hours before bedtime. Make him a plan. Right? Like super simple, something really random, but you can always kind of do that. Cause remember our job is like, we're serving value on a platter. Like we really want to help people no matter what. It sounds like this guy's really interested. It sounded like the money really scared him away.
Yeah.
Which is so normal, but yeah. And I think what you've done is really great. And I think just keep that conversation going. I have people that say no all the time and then they change their mind like randomly on a Tuesday and you're like, what happened? Okay, great. No, before you change your mind back, like, let's do this, you know?
Awesome. I love that. I love the idea of, just like coaching without really.
Just because like we never want it to be about the sale. And there's plenty of people, as you guys remember when I talked about in the sneak peek, the amount of people who are already involved in this company fit inside Kansas City, right? Not Kansas, not the Midwest, not the United States, not all of that. So there's a ton of people to talk to. We just got to find them. So we can always serve people on a platter, and don't ever put all of your eggs in one basket and be like, okay, well, this person's going to sign up at the end of the month. I know it. And then the 30th, you're like freaking out because you're like, I really wanted to hit Success Club, right? Like, let's find all the new people. So I love that idea of just coaching and helping them raise that. Cool. I love that. Thank you, Shauna, too. Anybody else have something that you want to say? And we can hot seat real quick again. We still have like a minute or two.
Yeah, I can get in the hot seat.
Okay.
And not crash. I won't do that. So I have this guy. He's a dad. He's got a lot of different posts going on. We had a good conversation going along. He's been talked about it a little bit, and he a weekend camping or kayaking, which is good upper body strength though. I try to stay active since I'm getting old. So, you know, I just reinforce that, you know, that's awesome. So, you know, glad for you doing all that. And then he said, oh yeah, and I failed to mention that I also chase a 6-year-old that does swim, dance, and soccer. And then that's kind of as far as that conversation really went. And then I left him an invite into the free nutrition group just to see if I could get him to engage a little bit, just to like start peeking out some stuff. But he stopped responding to me altogether.
Laura, do you have any advice? Now are you muted?
Yeah, sorry. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I would keep asking questions. Like I'm wondering if he's on Instagram or Facebook. I would pay attention to like if he's still watching your stuff and still liking your stuff, and then finding ways to just ask him questions and just be a friend for a little while, like to get him talking to you again. So like ask about dance, ask about swimming, ask about those things, so that he knows that you care about him as a person and not just as a sale. Plus all of those things then just, you know, me, lead with love. And all of those things then you're building the relationship so that then you can get him talking again and get back to where you can ask about the other things. Does that make sense? Anybody?
Yeah, I was gonna say I agree with that. I would also say sometimes I tough love people with also reminding, like I sometimes say like, hey, I hope I didn't upset you with anything. I'll be here if you want to talk anymore. If you completely change your mind, I won't be offended. But just giving them that out too, to be like, I hope I didn't offend you, you know, because most times people are like, oh my God, no, of course not. Like, I'm just so busy. You know what I mean? People don't want to offend you, but I also want people to know that my time's valuable. And sometimes I'm like, I will continue to check in with people, but like, one of my last people was like stringing me along for 3 weeks, and I said, he goes, can I have 3 more days? And I was like, no, I need to know today. Because, well, first of all, it was the last day of the month, and I wanted him to save money, and that's what I told him. And he didn't sign up. But I was like, fine. Do you want to talk next month? That's fine. But I was like signing off for the day too, and I was like, I can't just be like strung along all day. Like but he was someone who ghosted me, and I finally said, I hope I didn't upset you. You were like ready to go, and he was like, oh my God, no, I'm so sorry. But I like saying that sometimes too. Yes, Jessica. I love sending a voice memo to people or a video. Hannah's all about the voice messages now. No. I think it's a really good idea because just to see that difference too. Sometimes I've even sent a picture of myself going, you know, like crazy eyes or something. And I'm like, I'll just send a picture and I'm like, hey, are you still there? Like something silly, right? Just to be something different. But I love the voice message idea. I've done that a lot with like, you know, hey, okay, great, Jessica. And then Hannah and I had a really good session with that too, where I was like, just voice message this person right now, what you just told me. And she goes, no. And I was like, no, do it right now. And she was like, okay. It was great. Like she did really well with that. So sometimes people just want to hear your voice too. So I would urge you to do like a voice message. And if you've already done that, it might just need to be like a little bit of a break for a while. And like Laura said, just continue to like see if he's following you and all of that stuff too. So
No, that was good. Yeah, and he is still following me. I think me being a dad and him being a dad is a great connection point. So that's gone well. But I like the idea of dropping the, hey, hope I didn't offend, just to call out the like invite went dead, and see kind of what goes from there. And I have not done the video, and Laura tells me all the time that video is one of my strong suits. I should do it more. So that's a good way for me to do that more.
Yeah, and then even be like, I know life's crazy, like, and I'm so busy too. So like, maybe if we just want to hop on a Zoom or a call one day, I'm totally going to be here for you when you're ready, type of thing. And Shauna said something about a phone number. The thing I've been doing recently is I actually ask people for their number once I feel like they're really, really interested. Because I'm like, I feel like you're going to get lost in messages. I don't want that to happen. Like, would you mind texting? Is that easier for you? Or getting on the phone. I've signed every single person I've gotten on the phone with. And you know how many people I've gotten on the phone with? 3 in 4 years. 3.5 years. I don't know why I don't do it more often. It's a little nerve-wracking, right? Because you're like, ooh, I'm going to word vomit and I'm just going to, but they hear your excitement. So I've signed every single person, all 3 of them, that I've gotten on the phone with. And it's just a different way to do it. But I think voice messaging is really helpful for them to just hear your excitement too. And, hear that you're a real person and you're not just like sending them these like robo messages.
Yeah, one, I will say that my person I signed literally at 11:53 p.m. on was a guy who I had been talking to wife with for a while, and finally he was like, all right, I'm going to talk to this guy. And like 20-minute conversation, and he was in.
Yay!
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, you do. The people need to know that it's really you. So use the video message. They have it on Instagram. They have it on Facebook. You can also do video chat on Facebook. Like, so you can like talk to the person live right then and there. But phone calls are great. Like all of that, like be a real person and lead with love. And
Yes.
It'll happen. And keep showing up. Like James said, the guy is still watching. And sometimes people, this sounds awful, guys, but it's so true. People are waiting for you to quit. They are waiting for you to stop showing up so that they can be like, oh yeah, see, it didn't work for him or her, so it's not going to work for me. And on the days that I don't want to post, I'm like, oh, someone's waiting for me to quit. I'm going to show them I'm not going to quit,
Yeah.
Do what?
That was that guy's exact criticism, was that he had been through so many programs that gave up on him, and he was tired of being in those kind of programs. And he had decided after my endless pestering that I must not be one of those programs. So,
yeah.
Sounds like somebody else I know, James Funkhauser. I remember you and I having a very similar conversation. Boom.
I love that. No, and that's really what it is. And just don't forget that, like, I mean, as much as some of what we're saying sounds like, I don't want everyone to sound pushy or salesy, but we want people to be healthy and we want them to be their best selves, right? Like, when I invite people now, and it took me over 3 years to really feel this way, I always get excited sometimes. I always get excited to send that invite to certain people because I'm so excited about what could happen for them, right? Or how they could feel. Especially when people are telling me how like they're so depressed and they're so anxious and they're so this and that. And I'm like, I get it. But I also know how good it feels to get to this point. Right? And yes, I still struggle, but I also love when like people in our group share their success stories. And I see that for people. So it's always leading with love. And Rob and I were actually talking, we got invited to a new MLM this weekend, one I've never even heard of. And it's crazy. And it's something about like basically having an attorney at your hand at all times or something. I don't know. I don't even want to go into the details, but we were kind of baffled at like the sales pitch and how it just kept going and going and going. And we weren't responding, and it just kept going and going and going. And it was like sending all of these different videos and things. And Rob and I were like, Laura, it was Donnie. And it was just like, and he's someone who was MLM hopped like 1,001 times. And I'm just like, oh my God. And I said to Rob when we were walking home, I was like, I'm just so fortunate that I'm a part of a company that is about heart and about like being your best self. And I never feel like I have to stock product or send anything. I never feel like I'm selling. We are heart. This entire company, this entire team is about heart and just being your best version of yourself and treating humans like humans. And I am so happy that we are a part of that and that we are not some other MLM. Because he also got asked this weekend about it being, he's like, well, isn't that some kind of like a pyramid scheme by some older man that he was talking to? And Rob's like, well, no. And so we were just having the conversation, and I was like, I'm just so thankful that we have this. Like, I really am. So as much as we do talk business, just remember that it's about the heart. So when everyone does their workout tomorrow and shares in the group and sees everyone else working out, that's what it's about, right? It's about living your best life and being the best version of yourself and seeing people lose 117 pounds and feeling amazing. Like, that's what we're about. So as we get off this call, I love you guys. I'm so excited for what is to come. September is going to be a huge month. I will post the calendar in the team page probably tomorrow so that I can fix some of those mistakes. And we have a lot going on. We do have another Diamond Push starting on October 10th. So maybe if you're not in this one right now, maybe you're like, I want to be in that one. We can get there at that time too. We do have some huge goals. We're pushing really hard for some big ones by the end of the year. And every single person on this call and every single person on the team matters for those goals, right? This is not a selfish goal for any of us. All of us pushing toward these goals is to have more opportunities as a team, more people to speak, and there's just a bunch of really awesome things that are happening, and I'm super excited about it. So we also want to do a diamond retreat in the new year, which would be anybody who is a diamond at the end of the year would be able to go to this retreat as a team. So that'll be really fun. Yes, I love that affirmation, Laura. One of my affirmations, and we're actually going to go over affirmations in the diamond group both times, so don't worry about that. I want to talk more about those. But one of mine is, because I am authentically me, I attract people every single day who want to work with me. And I really, truly believe that, because I am authentically me. When I meet someone I've never met before, and I'm like, am I the person that you thought I was from social media? And when they say yes, I'm like, thank God. Because I never want to be someone else, right? I am authentically me. And because of that, I attract people every day who want to work with me. So we'll start thinking of those. They're like because statements, like because of blah, 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 I do this. And affirmations are really big. So make sure you're doing your personal development. Make sure you're doing all of the things, and just keep crushing your personal journeys. And I love each and every one of you. And we will talk to you soon. Bye, guys. Have a good night.